Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalrin, and in today's video we'll be exploring one of the parts of the new expansion, Battle for Azeroth. I want to cover this whole expansion, at least what we know so far, in bits and pieces, just to give you guys as many videos to look for if you look for something particular, whether it be PvP, the new artifact type of mechanic, the races and whatnot. So a lot of these videos are going to be split up, but in today's video we'll be talking on something specific. In this one I want to talk about some of the features not a lot of people will cover because these are not really key features. It would be one of those types of videos where it's like 13 things you didn't know there was going to be, stuff like that. You get what I'm trying to say, but it's kind of really cool just because there's just so much going out in terms of the expansion. At least to the less known features, like the background features. And the reason I'm covering them is because a lot of them have to do with community and how communities interact in the game. And some of these things blew my mind, and it was just, I personally had appreciation for the fact that Blizzard is taking the time to do a little bit extra help for the community side in terms of how you interact with your guild, how you interact with various groups, and all those little things. And it was just crazy. Not only are we getting content, new races, some of the class changes, new zones, but also like some integral things that you would think, yeah, why hasn't this guy changed in a while? So let's talk about some of those features. They have a few social structures and features that they're trying to upgrade and implement into the game with the new expansion. They want to enhance the existing social structures, and those social structures might be, let's say you have a guild chat, right? You talk to your guild, then you also have a arena team. You have a couple different guys that you do 2s or 3s with. You might even have an RBG team on the side where you do your RBGs, and then you have your groups of friends that you do some leveling with, and then you might have another group of friends that you do some of the other things with. I mean, there's a lot of different, I guess, subsections that everybody has when you play World of Warcraft, or at least some people have at least 1 or 2 of these at a time. And what they want to try to do is make it easier to connect and keep communicating with these communities in a Discord Battle.net style integration. So they're trying to integrate the Battle.net voice into World of Warcraft first of all. And everybody remember the old school, the very old school voice system for World of Warcraft that just did not work at all? Yeah. So instead of people having to use Ventrilo or Discord or TeamSpeak or Mumble or any of the other services you might have used, pretty sure that I missed 1 or 2, but instead of using any of these services, you can just simply use it within the game and it's integrated. Since so many people use voice anyway just to raid, to do arenas, and just to hang out with their friends, they might as well integrate it. And they do have that on a Battle.net, but they want to integrate it from Battle.net more into World of Warcraft. You can just pull it up from there. And another thing they want to borrow from services like Discord, which they technically have integrated into their new beta version for the Battle.net app. You have the social aspect, and it's basically Discord 2.0 with a Battle.net and Blizzard spin to it. But I am going to refer to a Discord-like system because that is what I currently use for my streams and the channel, and that's what I've been really familiar with. They want to implement a Discord-like mechanic or Discord-like system where you can have all the different groups that you communicate with, your guild, your RBG group, maybe the group of role players you play with on Moonguard from time to time when you go to the Goldshire. You can have all your groups in the game. So I understand that the game has been like very minimal on the UI aspect, and most people get add-ons for all this UI stuff, but this is kind of nice because now if you have any specific groups, if you just have a specific group of friends or a guild, it's a lot easier to keep track of everybody and who's doing what in a very Discord-like fashion. And it's very similar to Discord. Like, I have different chat rooms for different things that people are talking about. I have different voice channels for different things. My guild has different chat rooms for different things and voices. So it's basically a combination of that minus the frivolous things. So it'll be a lot more user-friendly and more appealing on the eyes as far as we see from some of the images that we have from BlizzCon. So all these communities are supposed to do a few things. It's supposed to be easy to integrate, allowed to be used on multiple different servers, has a roster of all the people part of the community, easy to implement, simple role management, quick join options, all that nice jazz. But the nicest thing out of all of it is calendar is going to be auto setup. So if you have a group like a raid group and you have it for the group to set up the calendar for, we have raids Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, it'll automatically do it every single week. That is the nicest part, because I was in a raiding guild for a bit when the game first started in Legion, and after a while the guild broke up So I didn't have a guild to raid with, so I just stopped raiding for a while. I might have done my LFRs in free time, but I just simply had more time on my hands. And now that I got in a guild again, while I am tired of TOS, you know, I really still enjoy the progression. And the fact that the calendar is just never updated because it takes a while for somebody to actually go and set it up manually every single time for every single day, so nobody really takes the time out of their day to do it. For me, for a while, it was a little bit hard to remember the fact, oh, it's Tuesday, it's a raid night. Oh, Thursday, it's a raid night. Oh, Sunday, it's a raid night. So I kept forgetting every single time about the fact that it's raid night. So the fact that it's going to be doing it automatically will be awesome. And honestly, it's great that Blizzard is doing all these, not only to give players, hey, here's some content, hey, here's some races, hey, here's some class changes, but they also are trying to figure out, okay, for people that are busy and have a lot on their plate and trying to figure out a schedule, for them to be able to play as efficiently as possible and be organized, as a lot of people are pretty organized when it comes to, let's say, leading a raid group or an RBG group. Then they're trying to help you be able to do that a lot easier with an in-game UI. Stuff we usually get add-ons for. So it's great that Blizzard's taking the time out of this, not only for the content, but also for how we're going to be playing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you want the channel to do well, please give the video a like. It looks like on YouTube, the more likes the video gets, the more likely it is to be spread to more people and be recommended to others. So that helps my channel grow a ton. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the sub button. It would help me out a ton, especially if you enjoy the videos, and hit the notification next to the sub button. I am very close to 50k subs. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do once I hit 50k subs, but I know it'll be exciting once it happens. Thank you guys again. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see all of you in the next one.